Kedu aha Iheanyichukwu abụ Onye Igbo. I'm from Owerri, Imo State. My Igbo isn't great. My parents didn't speak much. My dad, every now and again, he'll say a few words here and there. My mum, she did as well, but it wasn't so much, I'd say. My name means nothing is impossible for God. I'm quite a happy person. Well, what makes me happy? I am normally quite a happy person, but I would say good weather. Good weather makes me very happy. Yes, following my dream. So yes, I did leave. I turned away from architecture and I moved on to journalism. So my parents' initial reaction, like both of them weren't particularly pleased. My mum was obviously supportive of me, and my dad didn't speak to me for 2 years. So that was something that was very interesting. You know what? I kind of got used to it because I was still happy at the fact that he was still communicating with my mother and everything, like he was communicating with the family. As long as the family was still connected in that way, I wasn't really too bothered about it. Like it didn't really bother me so much. It was just, he'll come through eventually. I'm open to dating, yes I am open to dating even women, but I don't really find enough. Like it's very interesting. It's like growing up, even through my teens, I hardly saw any, because growing up in South London, it's full of Europers really. So I never really saw Igbo girls too much, and then if I would find an Igbo girl, she wouldn't really be up to scratch. I'm sorry. So I wasn't really feeling it. I am open to marrying whoever I fall in love with, but maybe I would sway because I know the most important thing for me about marriage is actual family. Like if the families are getting along, I don't necessarily feel comfortable if I would marry someone and my parents don't approve. I'll work hard, I'll strive to make sure that they do approve if that is the case, but I do think family is very important in culture. So I've got loads of stories about relationships. I've been in a few, like in my younger days, but I would say commitment is something, because let's say maybe I'm an overthinker. Like I would really be thinking, is this person who I need to spend the rest of my life with? Blah blah. That's why right now I haven't been in a relationship for quite a few months now, or more than a year. Last time I cried, oof. I would say when my gran passed away. It was my gran and my mother. If I brought you to those two places, you're a person that holds a very special place in my heart. So yes, she was important. Yes, I have been in love. That's probably the reason why this commitment thing seems to be a problem, because I could see myself when I was committing, when I was young and foolish, it just didn't really work out, so it changed me a bit. The stereotypes of Igbo men that I've heard are they're money hungry, they're frauds, and they're cheaters. I definitely say I do not fit in any of those categories. I don't. Okay, the role of my wife would be to just be herself, because I always think I don't necessarily look at that traditional way, because as a society, even just worldwide, we've changed quite a lot. So I wouldn't necessarily just say my wife is just going to be subject to cooking and cleaning and looking after the kids. If I'm able to do it, then I do it. Simple as. Most proud of being me. Happy to say that I am myself. I'm not a carbon copy of somebody. That I am a proud Igbo, even though me not speaking the language is not a good thing at all. I know that for sure. Me not being so knowledgeable on my culture is not very good as well. But those are things I am definitely proud of. Being pressured. Do I feel pressured being a man within the culture? Absolutely. But at the same time, I kind of thrive off it, because there are certain things that maybe I would ignore, or certain things that I would actually just learn to be better in, I guess. Yeah, being a man of the Igbo culture is kind of tough, but I think it's tougher for the women, to be honest. The funniest thing about that is when I reached 21, there was pressure. and that was weird. But now I'm 26, there isn't as much pressure as I thought there would be. Like, of course, I guess it's because I don't necessarily go to these Igbo meetings I used to go to when I was younger, so that helps a lot in a sense. So that, yeah, like I don't feel pressure right now. Like, I know what I want to do. Well, I think I know what I want to do. And it will happen. If it happens, it happens.